everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sitting down and I'm talking to you guys about a topic. We're not doing makeup, we're not cooking a meal, we're just talking, okay? So today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys my little tips and tricks and things that I use as a single parent that I think that will be beneficial during quarantine right now. These are just suggestions. Take them, run with them, and I hope they're helpful. So let's start off with tip number 1. This tip is obviously the most simplest and the most obvious tip of all. Creating a routine is so helpful for me. I definitely rely on my routine, and I know that now that we have a routine in place, my son just knows the routine. He tells me what is next. Having a routine creates a structure. Create that routine and that schedule based on your family's needs, based on your family's the lifestyle you guys already have in place. During the work week, on normal circumstances, our routine is kind of unspoken because the kids are like, we're working, we are like, there's a structure already in place because of like the things that we have to do during the week. But I think I have more of the trouble on the weekend, and like now when quarantine just threw all my work week schedule out of the window. So really implementing a schedule and a routine that's helpful for you guys is really going to make life easier when you're parenting your child and just going through day to day with your child. I had to create a whole new routine because of quarantine. Trying to structure it where I'm still implementing some school in there, still implementing time for me to get to work, still implementing time that we can spend time together. Nap time saves my life. Let me tell you, nap time is always the same time every single day, and having that nap time set in place and already like expected, it makes me plan my day a lot better because I know that during nap time is my time to like have the solitude to myself, one, which we're gonna get into about self-care, and then also two, to be able to get the things done that I can't do when Gabriel is up. I think what also goes in hand in hand with scheduling and planning and creating a routine is prepping. Oh my gosh, let me tell you how helpful prepping has been for me. I utilize nap time a lot, like towards the end of it, to prep for like meals. Most of the time, like if I have something that like, you know I need to chop up a bunch of veggies and like chop up meat, I'll get all that done during nap time to prepare for me to make the meal later in the day, because it's just a lot easier for me to just do that when Gabriel's not around and to just get it out of the way. Prepping for me comes in handy a lot too when I have to like do something during quarantine, because I like go out in the public. I personally do not want to take Gabriel out in the public to the store. There are very few times that I've had to because, you know, life, but I really very rarely take him out. So I have to plan around when I'm going to the grocery store, plan around when I need to run an errand, and who can be with Gabriel to watch him. Most of the time I do it when I know that he's going to be with his father. So I usually like plan everything out for me to get done when he's there. Prepping is so helpful. Creating a schedule, all that goes together. It just makes us a little bit more sane. At least for me. As a single parent, you know, majority of the work is on me, but thankfully when I do need to rely on other people, I do have support. And I want to recognize that I'm privileged to say that as a single parent. I think that what a challenge or a kind of a barrier in that area for me is where I think that all the burden is on me. Like I think that I don't get to have a break, or I don't get to like ask people for help. It's very uncomfortable for me to accept help. I think it has a lot to do with my mom guilt. But that is my tip number 3. Accept help. Sometimes we have people in our lives that are there for us, who are willing to help and support, and we just don't utilize that resource. And I know personally that I'm talking from personal experience. So tip number 3 is just to be open to having help. That assessment is all based on you, whether who and how and you know what that looks like. but just be open to accepting help, because everything is not on your shoulders, ladies and men and gentlemen. It's, or whatever you identify as, it's not on our shoulders. We have supports whether we recognize it or not. Sometimes we are alone. Let me recognize that, like let me acknowledge that. Sometimes we literally don't have supports, which is why I want to go back to tip number 1. Schedule, plan, routine. Make sure that you're getting your tip number 4, self-care, in. Come on, I literally go insane when I don't have my moment to decompress. I utilize nap time a lot for my moments to decompress, and when Gabriel has a set bedtime schedule, please, that is I look forward to these times. I look forward to these times. So it's really important to make sure that you're implementing some type of self-care, whatever that looks like for you. For me personally, it's either something, if you guys know, you know, or it's literally me doing some yoga, sitting in silence on my phone. Like literally, sometimes I just need to do that because I just can't. I chill, I watch Netflix, I binge some TV shows, whatever self-care looks like for you. I can't stress it enough. During quarantine times, I mean, when quarantine wasn't a thing, something that I literally did for self-care was I would go and get myself massages. I would plan a weekend where I literally told everybody, I'm like ratting on myself. I plan weekends where I like literally tell people, everybody, like I'm doing something else, I'm doing something else. My son is safe with either, you know, one of his family members. My son is safe, and I take a weekend and I go get myself a hotel and I just chill out. For all parents, I recommend that, because just because you have help or just because you have a spouse does not mean you're not stressed. Let's get you a hotel, have you a glass of wine, get the hotel with the jacuzzi bathtub. You're welcome. So my 5th tip requires you to have your phone because they're apps. I rely on apps. Hello, I'm a 21st century mom. Did I say that right? Like, is it 21st century? I'm a 21st century mom, and apps are here for a reason. Like, let's not be mad at social media. We need it sometimes. So I rely on apps so much. They make life so much easier. They're a great resource. They connect you to so many different things. One of my favorite apps that I rely on, which is becoming so useful right now, especially with the health crisis that we're in, Instacart. I know that there's other apps like this out there, but I personally use Instacart, and Instacart is a grocery app. So you guys have seen me use Instacart on a couple videos before. Like I said, like you guys know, I rely on my grocery orders. They have a bunch of different stores based on your location, and they're pretty reliable. You can put in a grocery order and get it on the same day. You can schedule a grocery order like, you know, later on in the future, and you'll be able to, you know, just rely that your groceries are there. Instacart pretty much looks like this. A bunch of lists of stores that work with Instacart in your area, and then you'll just click on one. You guys know I love all these. Explore option, where there are, you know, you can shop based on aisles like you would at the grocery store, and it's so reliable. Financial resources are really helpful as well. So I use 2 apps that help me save money on like things that I normally buy. Amazon, I'm always on Amazon, or like just pretty much going grocery shopping, gas stations. So I use Fetch and Ibotta, and they're pretty much like an app, a couponing app. So you save your receipts, or you use your receipts as soon as you get it. That's usually what I do because I forget. And you just scan on the receipt and you get points, and you can get them reimbursed for gift cards and stuff. I've been using this for about a year, and it's so helpful. I redeemed my money last Christmas, and I was able to buy my son's teachers daycare Christmas gifts, teachers at daycare Christmas gifts with all the money that I saved on these couponing apps, and I, you know, didn't have to touch my own pocket. And then lastly, this won't be really relevant right now, but I do rely on like Facebook events that they advertise about things that's going on in your community. That's so helpful. We were able to celebrate a lot of holidays. One that pops into mind is that Easter. I was able to find like a huge Easter hunt for kids Gabriel's age, so he was able to go Easter egg hunting, did some activities, saw some animals. So just definitely rely on that, you know, post quarantine. But there's so many different apps out there that are so helpful and useful. I hope this was helpful. I hope I didn't talk too fast. I kind of felt like I did, and I was trying not to. Comment down below if you have any tips, tricks, ideas, apps, any resources that you guys use. Like I said, I wanted this to become a community. I say in every video, I want this to be a community where we all just discuss mom and dad and single parent things, or just parenting resources in general, so we can just have a community of support. If you want to follow me on Instagram, Instagram or Titter, y'all, Titter. If you want to follow me on Instagram and Twitter, this is my username. This is all the good stuff right here. Please remember to comment and subscribe, share this video with any of your mom, dad, parenting friends, you know. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.